fall is officially here, and that doesn't mean the end of the season. That's the start of the third part of the season. This is part one, planting vegetables. We've got some great plants and seeds to get in the ground. We can't plant just anything this time of the year. We got to plant something that loves cool weather. We're going to start off with these 7-top turnip greens, and these are the seeds that I sent to my Seed of the Month Club this month. Don't fear the turnip. There's lots of different types of greens that will grow this time of the year, and you might be surprised how much you like them. This type of turnip, that's what it does. It's an heirloom variety that just grows the tops, the greens. And we've got a nice layer of compost down here. This is good soil. And all we're going to do, we're going to take this whole packet and we're going to put it out on there because I do not need another half packet, and we will thin them out as needed. Pardon me, Max, but I need to put some seeds down. He can't hear me, but we're planting. Hello. And then I'm just going to kind of scratch them in. We're going to have way too many turnips here, but I will take those thinnings and I will put those thinnings right in to the salad, and that's all there is to it. I'm going to put some water on this, and now we're going to start on our plants. We've got some different spots for the plants because something is getting in this garden, and I think it's a rabbit. Check out the nursery. There'll be a lot of different greens you might never have heard of before. Everything that I try, I enjoy, and by planting at this time of the year, and depending on the winter, some of these plants might go all the way through, but they're certainly going to be able to be harvested all the way through Christmas. And to have that long of a harvest in the vegetable garden is exciting. Next up, we're going to plant some leeks. Again, something that loves cold weather. So leeks are from the onion family, and I'm going to plant them out here unprotected. Same with, the turnip greens, nothing's going to eat turnip greens, and nothing's going to eat these leeks. And so, very simple, give them the space they need. That's the one thing, these root crops need a little bit of space between each plant. And we'll see how the roots look, and boy, those are absolutely perfect. Maybe tease them apart a little bit, oh yeah, just like that. And then in it goes. And again, we have added compost here. I'm planting in pure compost. I get a lot of questions about that. What I'm doing is every time I'm planting, I'm just dumping a bag of compost or getting compost from the compost pile on there, and we'll give these a good at least 8 inches. And this is a great, great, great winter crop. And if you've never had leeks before or used them before, they're great to use in the kitchen. Okay, I'm going to get these planted. And I'm going to use a little grid pattern here. So we got the 2 right here, and then I'll put 1 here, then 2, and then 1. Get some water on these, and I'm going to mulch these with some nice straw. Keep it evenly moist. Onion plants, or anything from the onion family, needs nice moist soil, evenly moist, and that's what the mulch will be for. These are our spring onions, what's left of them over there. Okay, that looks good. I am really looking forward to these leeks. Next up, arugula, and then the challenge is going to be beets with something getting in here. So before we get into the garden, take a look at these. There's 5-6 plants in there. I'm going to put a few in a container out here. That way, in my case, I could bring them into a greenhouse or maybe the cold frame. We'll get into the garden after I get these into the container. So people ask me, why didn't you remove this big rock out of the middle of your vegetable garden? Because it's a big rock. That's why it's too big to move. But what it does is that it is a heat sink. And so that's why I'm putting the arugula around the rock. Again, arugula is out here in the open without protection. The rabbits or whatever's in here won't eat it. I love arugula, and that rock will make it happier out here during the start of winter. All right, you don't need to see me do this. I'm going to get this done, get it watered in, get them mulched with some nice straw, and then I'll show you how we're keeping our beets protected, because rabbits and other things love beets. And so do I. So this is my little rabbit-proof bed, and it has proven to be impervious to the rabbits when I take care of the fence. And so this is a beet called Early Wonder, one I love. I actually gave the seeds away in the spring to this. And beets can be grown from seed or from plants, and I love to start plants this time of the year. We can harvest the greens, a little bit of the greens early, and then the beets actually, during a thaw, you can come out here and push that straw away, and pull out a big beet in January, that's a good feeling. And again, we got already starting to form nice roots, so put them in here. One thing about, like with the leeks, beets need room to make that root, so give them plenty of space. Even one here, I'll just kind of thin it myself. I might still put it in though. Our fence is buttoned up. Hopefully that will keep the deer out. A little bit of extra security is hot pepper wax. Rabbits will not eat something that's sprayed with hot pepper wax. And eventually I'm going to figure out where that rabbit's getting in, and I'm going to fix that part of the fence, but I have been outsmarted so far. Let's finish up. As we finish up, I want to show you one of my favorite plants. Do you know this one? Red Malabar spinach. It's not actually a spinach, but it grows in the heat where regular spinach won't, and it tastes just like spinach, and there's a ton of it. Now check me out online. That's where you can find lots of information about gardening, garden blogs, videos, and become a member of my Seed of the Month Club. Until next week, I'm just going to keep planting, planting, and planting. We'll see you then. Oh, it's so good.